You're watching Round Roanoke, your source for what's happening in the Valley. I'm your host, Margaret-Hunter Wade. Annually, 2 distinguished business leaders from our community are recognized for their significant contributions to the region as inductees into the Business Hall of Fame for Junior Achievement of Southwestern Virginia. Since 1990, 47 leaders from the Roanoke Valley have been inducted into the Hall of Fame. And this year, 2 more distinguished businessmen, along with a young entrepreneur, will be tapped at the event in November. Here to tell us more is Gary Norris, Chairman of the Southwest Virginia Business Hall of Fame Committee, and Bill Stone, Chair of the Board of Directors for the Junior Achievement of Southwest Virginia. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
This is a great, long-standing event, but before we jump into that, what is the purpose of Junior Achievement?
Sure. Well, thanks for asking. Junior Achievement of Southwest Virginia is part of an organization that empowers young people to own their own economic success, focusing on K through 12. There's really 3 pillars that make up Junior Achievement. That's financial literacy, workforce readiness, and entrepreneurship.
Great. And based on your longevity in the area, I kind of touched on that earlier, but how do you keep this program relevant for students and, continue to go into the schools and do the great work that you do?
Well, we've been around since 1957, happens to be the year of my birth, and we're able to do that because we're able to adapt to the changing needs of business.
Right, absolutely. So there is a tie between what JA does and our business community, and can you touch on that a little bit?
I think there are 2 areas. One is volunteering, and the other one is the contributions that we receive from business. We have over 400 volunteers that volunteer for some 6,200 students with 347 different classroom programs.
Wow.
And the second part of that, they would be the contributions that we receive from the business community.
As supporters of this great program and recognizing it. Yes. So one thing that you all do every year, and I kind of spoke about this in the intro, is this Business Hall of Fame event that's coming up. So can you tell us a little bit more about this event and your salute to our area business leaders?
Certainly.
Absolutely. Well, this year the event is going to be on November 12th. It's going to be at the Hotel Roanoke. 11, 12, 13 is the event. It's at 6 p.m. And of course, we're recognizing our 3 laureates this year. Don Lorton, he's a retired CFO of Carillion, and George Cartledge Jr. Of Grand Home Furnishings, and a new one this year, Jason Bingham with Train. This here is going to be a must-attend premier event, and the event that you can't miss in business this year.
Because it's kind of a who's who, and you get to see everybody, and of course stand behind these excellent individuals.
Absolutely.
I would add to that, it's the 23rd year of the event, and for us to honor the laureates that we're honoring is truly an honor for us. These are 2 business community leaders that have given a lot to the business community, but also in volunteering their time.
Which kind of goes back to the whole mission of JA and kind of what you all do. So I guess as chair of this selection committee, can you talk a little bit about how these laureates are chosen?
I'm actually not chair of the selection committee, but I'm chair of the committee itself.
Okay.
We have a separate selection committee, and these members are made up of people that have been past laureates, are also senior members of the business community that look for several things in the laureates that they select. One is their business accomplishments, and the second one is their volunteerism and the contributions that they've made to the community.
It's an esteemed group of folks that people would definitely recognize from the Valley, and it just goes to show how hard you all have worked to select these names and honor these folks. So I think a new part this year and something exciting that you can tell us about is this Young Entrepreneur Award. So tell us a little bit about that, if you don't mind.
Well, it's the first time we've done it. This year we're honoring Jason Bingham. Jason is a vice president at Train. He's also an author of a book called Cultureship, and it's called the ACBs of Business Leadership. We decided to honor him as a new award so that we can make an example for other young people to follow.
Right. Okay, great. And where do the proceeds from this event go? I mean, obviously it's a fundraiser and it helps you all get the word out and also honors these great people, but the proceeds, I imagine, go back to something really good as well.
They all go to fund the JA classroom programs.
Okay. And how are individuals, our listeners or our watchers, going to get their tickets for this great event?
Absolutely. You can go onto our website for sure. You can also call the JA office. It's 540-989-6392. And we'll be glad to set you up with tickets for that.
I would also like to add, we also have a few sponsorships available. many businesses in the area receive several benefits as a result of sponsoring at a certain level.
Okay.
And we still have some of those available as well.
Okay, and all that information can be obtained through the website or by contacting
Through the website or
office?
calling JA directly.
Okay,
That's correct.
great. Well, thank you both so much for joining us. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having us today. Appreciate it very much.
Thank you very much for having us.
You can find out more about JA's Business Hall of Fame and other events happening in the Roanoke Valley on the community calendar coming up at the break. I'm Margaret-Hunter Wade, and you're watching Round Roanoke on Cox 9. Thanks for tuning in.